Namaste, yogis. This practice is designed to roll off the back of a meditation that you've already done. I've offered several of them, so you can have a look at them and have a listen to them before you start this practice. So today's practice is dedicated to feeling safe and grounded and being gentle with ourselves in times of chaos, which is quite appropriate for now. So we're going to start with a heart opener, Supta Baddha Konasana, and I'm hoping that you have a bolster, and if you don't, that you can use some kind of cushion or blanket folded up underneath you, or some of you may not even need the bolster, you may just be able to lay straight back onto your mat. So as you're ready, sitting with the base of the sacrum, the base of the bum bum, up against the bolster, and the feet can be together, soles of the feet together, or you can have the knees up if your back is tight, or some people even put something under their bum bum like a block as they lay back. So whatever you've chosen for your back here, as you're ready, laying back with your palms up. Allowing the breath to come in and out of the body gently. So I'm going to hold you here for 3 to 5 minutes. And I'd like you to press stop on this video so you can just lay here with some music on for as long as feels nice for you. Doing this heart opener at the start of a yoga practice is really important in times of needing to soften the heart and let go of a lot of busyness in our minds. And because this is a dedication to our class today, I really want you to spend some time doing this. So I'm going to keep going with the video, but you will need to stop the video and allow yourself some time to be in Supta Baddha Konasana, to really allow your heart to melt and open up and for you to feel completely relaxed. So again, the legs, you can either put blocks or something underneath the knees if they're hard to let them be down. They might be strong here in the groins, the knees together, or even the legs out straight. So you choose. And I'll see you back here when you press play again. Okay, so after you've taken some Supta Baddha Konasana, we're going to do a warm up, and we'll start straight with cat-cow. So inhale, look up, pressing the shins into the mat. Exhale, roll up and over. So remember, today's practice is about being gentle and kind to our body. So I want you to be super gentle. Exhale, turn into a cat. Press the hands into the mat, looking in towards the navel. Inhale, come back up. And keep going like this. So for some of you, you may like to add a tail wiggle, moving the hips around left to right. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, rolling into your cat. And then inhale, looking up, and exhale, rolling into your cat. So keep going like that with your breath. And again, add the tail wiggle if that feels nice for you. So next we're going to take circles with our body and with our hips. So coming back around one way and then forwards and then going back again, keeping the hands pressing into the mat. So we're doing this because often when we're in fear or when there's a lot going on around us that takes us into that fear space, or too much thinking or consumed with negativity, our body locks up. So it's important to be able to move the hips and release the body as we warm up, preparing ourselves for our practice. Going the other way now. Coming to center, tucking the toes underneath you and sitting back on your heels. Interlocking the fingers, so you can see that my toes are tucked. If this isn't possible for you because it's too strong on the feet, you can release the toes and sit back on your heels. But even intermittently, if you can have your toes tucked, it's great to release the bottom of the soles of the feet. So as you're ready, interlocking the fingers, pushing the hands out. Inhale, taking the arms up. I want you to imagine that you lift and lengthen through the whole of your side body, tuck the belly, and stretch through the side body rather than puffing up the chest. Looking up if your neck is happy. And then releasing, bringing the arms behind you. Interlocking the fingers, pushing the hands away. If you can't interlock your fingers, just have your hands straight out behind you. Pushing the hands away, looking up. Exhale, come forward. Releasing the head down to the mat. Taking the arms up and over into a variation of rabbit pose. Taking some breaths here. Feeling the crown chakra pressing against the mat. Inhale, come on up. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, look up. Release the hands. Change the interlock of the finger. Pushing the hands out. Inhale. Lift and lengthen through the side body. This time take a side turn. Go over to the left. Go over to the right. Keeping the chest pointing forward and allowing the whole of your side body to open up and turn. And then again, releasing the hands. Interlocking the fingers, lift the chest, exhale, come forward, roll onto the very crown of your head, taking the arms up and over, and breathe for 3. Releasing the hands, releasing the feet. Come to sit on your bum now, taking simple cross legs. Place the left hand on the mat, turn the right palm up, lift up. Keep the chest up and looking towards the ceiling, and the right arm is straight up towards the ceiling. I want you to take 3 breaths here, turning the chest, bending the bottom arm, and lengthening that side of the body up. And then on the next exhalation, come over. Maybe you lean your arm, maybe you bend your elbow on your bottom arm, turning the chest, looking up towards the top hand. 1 more breath. Inhale, come up. Come back to center. Allowing your hands to be here on the mat next to you. I want you to close your eyes and feel the connection of your bum and legs all here against the mat, against the floor of where you are. And tune into the presence of Mother Nature. Feel the energy of her, feel the depths of her, feel the connection of you with Mother Nature. So use this as a re-energizing practice. Drawing the energy up from Mother Nature, sending it back down through your hips, legs and hands. 1 more time. And exhaling. Going the other side now, turning the left palm up, taking the arm all the way up. So you've got a direct line from your left hip to the fingertips of the left hand. Lift and lengthen through the side body and turn the chest up towards the ceiling. Turn it up, look up. Lengthen the breath. So we're just going to stay here for 2 more breaths, keeping that body lengthening and lifting. And then on the next exhalation, bending the bottom arm, sending that top arm up and over, longing the breath, reaching through, pinning the left hip down, taking the fingertips of the left hand over the body, long in the breath, turning the chest towards the ceiling. Feel your body opening up through the heart and the lung meridian here on the side body. Inhale and come up. So when we stretch through the side body here, all the way up to the fingertips, it's the heart and the lung meridians we're activating. So again, how important is that right now? Heart and lung meridians. So I'd like you to put your hands on the mat or on the ground or wherever you are, and tuning in again to Mother Nature, to your feeling of being secure and firm, exchanging energy with the earth below you, feeling the connection of you and what's around you. Feeling strong, feeling protected. And releasing the hands. Taking the legs out in front of you now. both legs out in front of you. I'd like you now to turn the toes in towards you, so you can pull your toes right back, activating the whole of the legs. Keeping the legs activated here, I want you to pick up the left leg and take it across the body. So the left foot is on the outside of the right knee. Left foot on the outside of the right knee. Now either use your right arm to wrap that left knee, putting the left hand behind you, lift up and lengthen, or you can take the elbow and push the elbow into the knee, turning the knee away from you, taking a deep twist into the torso. Inhale, lift. Keep active with the right leg, toes pointing in towards you. Exhale, turn. Take 2 more breaths like this. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, turn to look behind you. 1 more. Exhale. Good, and release. Bringing the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. Heels in towards you. Grab a hold of the toes. Send the knees down. If you need to, you can sit on a blanket here if you find your hips dump back. Feeling the connection of your body again with the earth. I'd like you to close your eyes. So sending the knees down as far as they'll go. Heels in towards you as close as they'll go. And then the elbows can come down to press on the legs. And we're going to start leaning forward. I want you to focus on your feet, your hands around your toes, and feel the connection of your feet and your hands and the earth underneath you. And I'd like you to say, if it feels appropriate for you, in your mind or out loud, I am safe. I am grounded. I am secure. I have all of my needs met. I am loved. I love myself. I am provided for. It's going to be okay. And then releasing the hands from the feet, walking the hands out in front of you and taking a deeper forward fold here. Long in the breath. And then as you're ready, coming up, we're going to change legs in Marichyasana. So taking the right leg out in front of you here, and the left leg can come over the right, wrapping the left arm around you, placing the right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw that knee around or use the elbow against the knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn. Inhale, lift. Exhale, turn. 1 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, turn. Beautiful. And release. We're going to take a squat here, just for a few breaths, pressing the elbows into the knees, lifting through the chest. And again, choosing some words that suit you at this time and what you're needing. Maybe you need to say to yourself here, I am loved, I am supported, I am cared for, I am provided for. Or if you're feeling that all of these things are very secure in you at the moment, maybe just reminding yourself, I am grounded. I am connected. And then releasing the hands. Coming now into downward facing dog. And taking some moments here to come up onto the balls of the toes, press into the hands, bend the knees, send the hips up, and walking the dog, left foot and the right foot
right, and then coming right up onto the balls of the feet. Pushing into the hands, looking at the hands and making sure that each single finger pad is pressing firmly into the mat. On the next inhalation, we're going to look in towards the belly, take the right leg up. So option 1 is you stay here and hold this for 3 breaths. Option 2 is you bend that front leg, take the toes in towards you, keep your body in downward facing dog and roll the knee in towards your nose, touch your nose and send it back. So if you've chosen the leg moving option, you've got 3 of these to do. If you've just chosen the leg still, then just keeping that leg still, keeping the hips nice and square. So not rolling the hip up, keep it nice and square, pushing into the hands. When you've done your 3, changing to the other side, picking the left leg up, pushing into the hands, sending that leg up. If you've chosen the moving option, bringing the knee in, rolling it in and curling it in towards the nose. Taking 3 of those, or if you're just going to stay still, then just keeping that leg up with 3 breaths. When you've taken your 3, bringing that leg through into your lunge. Keeping the back leg lifted, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back. We're going to be here for 3, 2, 1. Push into the hands, straighten the front leg, hop the back foot in a little. Keep both legs straight. Straighten through the legs. Legs are straight, hips are both facing forward. Body is looking forward, back is straight. If you have blocks, then grab a hold of them and use them to push yourself up so you've got a nice flat back. If you don't, just use the floor and come on your tippy fingers. We're going to breathe here for another 3 breaths. Stepping that back foot back a little more and coming back into your lunge. Pushing the back heel away, lifting the chest. 3, 2, 1. Come back up, pop that back foot in. Coming back into Parsvottanasana. Hips facing forward. Looking forward. And then here you can start to come down, taking your head down closer and closer to the knee. Looking up, popping that back foot back, taking the back knee down this time, lifting the chest. 3. Notice now that my hips are really far forward, so moving the hips as far forward as you can as the knees on the ground. 2, 1. Placing the hands and coming into downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Rocking forward after your 5 breaths, engaging your legs and coming into plank. Making sure your bum is the height of the shoulders, that your wrists are stacked under your shoulders as well. And either coming down into chaturanga or coming down to the knees if you're new or you don't have the upper body strength for chaturanga yet, coming onto the knees and making sure the elbows are pointing backwards as you send the chest down, bum up. Release the legs. Sliding the hands alongside the body. If you've taken chaturanga, you can take up dog, otherwise baby cobra. Engaging the legs, engaging the bum. Inhale, come up. And hold this for 3, 2, 1. Tucking the toes, popping onto the knees, downward facing dog. And picking up the right leg now and bringing it through to your lunge on your other side. Keeping the back leg lifted for now. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And breathing. Long in the breath. Straightening the front leg, hopping the back foot in a little. Straightening both legs now, hips facing forward. Straight into both legs, looking forward, straightening the back. If you have your blocks, use your blocks. Long in the back. Setting that back foot back a foot or so now. Coming back into this shape, keeping the back leg lifted. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Nice and long in the breath. Feeling your connection here to the earth below you and the strength in your body through your yoga practice. Popping the back foot forward a little again, back into Parsvottanasana for the last time. So here you can send the chest down again with the chin towards the knee. Taking that back leg one more time back. This time bend the back knee, send the hips forward, lift the chest. Long in the breath. Hopping on that back foot, bringing it forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Bend the knees, sweep the arms in front of you. Come all the way up and lift and lengthen into Urdhva Hastasana. Arms up towards the ears, upper arms squeezing in towards the ears. Lift the chest, tuck the pelvis. Exhale. This is part 1 of the video. I'm going to do part 2 now. See you in a sec.